Hello students, welcome to Shakti's English Club, and today we are going to see about writing skills. In the section of writing skills we have formal letter writing, and today in this video we are going to see about the letter to the editor. So now we are going to see about the format for the formal letter writing. So here first comes the sender's address. Sender's address in the sense our address when we are writing the letter to the editor, the sender's address would be our address. Then comes the date when you are writing the letter. Then receiver's address. Receiver's address in the sense to whom you are writing. For example, if you are writing to the editor for a newspaper, and you have to mention the editor and the newspaper name. And then comes subject of the letter, in what regard you are writing the letter. Then comes the salutation. Salutation is, like dear madam, dear sir, like you have to write. Then comes the content of the letter. The content of the letter we can divide like this, so that you can explain the content in detail. First, introduction part. Introduction in the sense you have to introduce like whom you are, why you are writing this letter, and problem explanation in detail. What is the problem that you are facing, why you are writing this letter, and you have to write the problem in detail. Cause and effect of the problem, why that problem caused and what was the effect of that problem. Because of the problem, what are the problems we face, all these content you have to write. Then suggestions or the measures to be taken for the problem. So now you can even mention like what are the measures to be taken, and what you want to the government to be done, or what are the suggestions that you wanted from the public, and what are the solutions that you can give for that particular problem, that you can mention in that sentences. So after this content of the letter, you have to go with the complimentary close. Complimentary close, like yours faithfully, yours truly, yours sincerely. So that is complimentary close. Once it is done, you have to go with your signature. You have to put your signature, and after your signature, write your name in capital letters. Only then they'll get your name. So this is the exact format for the formal letter writing. This format is a very good format. When you go with this format, everything, all the content should be in the left hand side. One important thing. Next thing is, when you write your formal letter, not only this format is important, formal phrases are so important. When you write this letter, this content of the letter, problem explanation, cause and effect, solutions, we have few phrases which is very formal. You cannot write like an informal letter. Formal phrases should be used for the formal letter writing. Clear? Now let me explain you with a few examples, and these examples I have downloaded from my internet, and with those examples I'll explain you in detail. First, we have sender's address. Here, see 10 Bhathi Nagar, Ganga Singh's Road, and Bikaner. So this is the sender's address, and they have given a date, addressee address, in the sense receiver's address. The editor, the Times of India, Jaipur. So this is how you have to mention. In the question, it will be clear to the editor and to which paper you have to write. If they have not mentioned, you can write on your own. So this is receiver's address, and then comes salutation. The subject, look at the subject. It should be in only 5 to 6 words. It should be very crisp and short. Rising incidence of child labor, that's it. So the subject should be very small and a crisp manner. So it should be summarized within 5 to 6 words. Then comes the body of the letter. In body of the letter, as I told you, we have to go with the introduction and the problem in detail, and this should also be within this 4 lines. It shouldn't be like a paragraph, it shouldn't be like a story. So you have to just write the problem within 4 lines, then cause and effect also in 4 lines, then finally the measures to be taken, or what are the actions that you wanted the public or the government to be taken. So that you have to write within 2 to 3 lines. What do you expect from the newspaper side, or what do you expect from the government side? So that you have to write within 2 to 3 lines. So this should be the content of the letter. This content of the letter, it should be like 10 to 15 lines. That's it. Don't write a big paragraph or don't go with a big story like thing. Okay, so the content should be like very sharp and crisp. So you have to write the problem, then cause and effect, and then go with the suggestions. So then comes complimentary clause that you have to write yours truly, yours faithfully, yours sincerely according to the content. So then comes your signature, then your full name. So this format and how you have to go with the content. Now let's see another example letter. So here we have sender's address and we have to leave a space and then go with the date and gain space and then go with the receiver's address. Look at the receiver's address, the editor, India Today, New Delhi. So this is how the receiver's address should be there. And then comes the subject, ban polybags. Look at the short subject, just 3 words, ban polybags. That's it. So this is how the subject should be. And after that, leave a space and go for the salutation part. Salutation, you can go with the dear sir or dear madam. Here they have mentioned only sir. uh, Here, look at this format, the whole format, they have mentioned exactly what should be done, what not to be done. So look at this clearly and learn. So then comes the content of the letter. Let us read the content of the letter and learn. I totally agree with the views published in the article ban polybags. So regarding content, they are writing this letter to the editor. Already an article has come, ban polybags. So based on that article they are writing this letter. So it is a fact that polybags are harmful due to their non biodegradable nature. They don't decompose. Instead, they choke the drainage system. Most animals eat them and die in the long run. If they are burnt, their obnoxious smell pollutes the atmosphere. So they have given the details here. What is the problem and what is the cause and effect of the problem? They have given in detail. Look at this. This first paragraph is full of cause and effect of the problem. What is the cause of the problem and what is the effect? Effect in the sense most of the animals eat and they die and they choke the drainage. This is the effect of that particular problem. So here the problem is given and the cause of the problem is like we are the bags are non-biodegradable. That is the cause of the problem. And what is the effect of the problem? They choke the drainage and animals eat and die. So this is the effect. So they have given the problem in detail, the cause and effect of the problem they have given here. Then comes the suggestions. I request the people at large. So he is addressing the public. I request the people at large. Look at the formal phrase here. They are requesting the public. So here they have mentioned as I request the people at large in their interest and the interest of the Mother Earth to wake up to this problem. Everyone should stop using poly bags, jute bags, paper bags, etc. Everyone should stop using poly bags and jute bags, paper bags, etc. should be taken their place. So now he is giving a suggestion and he wanted all the people to go with the they he's asking to stop poly bags and they're asking to use jute bags and paper bags. So here they have given the solution and what are the measures to be taken and he's addressing the whole public. So this is the whole content of the letter. So first the problem in detail, cause and effect in detail, then comes the request to the public, and finally what are the measures to be taken. Everyone should stop using polybags. So stop using polybags and you have to use, instead of polybags you have to go with the jute bags, paper bags, etc. So these are the suggestions or the solution that we are giving to the public. So this should be the content. Look at the sentences 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maximum of 8 sentences they have given. So you can go with 10 to 15 sentences. That's it. You cannot go more than that. So be clear in your content what you are giving. Just go with a few sentences of problem and cause and effect, then go with the measures to be taken. So content is over. Then comes thank you. So thank you also should be written in the left hand side, and comes the complimentary close, yours truly and your name. So write full name, and you can even go with your signature, and after the signature you can go with your full name. So this is the exact format and exact the content how you have to write. This is an example. Based on this, you just practice with your many questions, so it will be easy for you. These are some opening phrases how you can start off with the letter, the content part of the letter. So here first you can mention like, through the esteemed columns of your highly reputed newspaper, I want to express my great concern and anxiety over the burning issue of. After this, you can mention your problems of like over the burning issue of ban on the poly bags or child labor. Likewise, you can mention the problem here. And I'm writing to you in order to highlight the issue of. And after that, you have to mention your problem. So I'm writing to you in order to. So these are the formal phrases which you can use as an opening phrase. So then next, I'm drafting this letter to draw attention over the issue of. For example, maybe our roads will not be nice, or if you have any problem in your area, so that you can bring in the government's attention to that particular area for that issue and all. You can mention like this, I'm drafting this letter to draw attention over the issue of, like that you can mention. The need of the hour is. So these are the few opening phrases which you can use it in the introduction part, or when you explain the problem in detail as an introduction. Okay, so these are some opening phrases. Okay, here are some closing phrases. Like when it comes for suggestions or measures to be taken, what are the actions to be taken? So for that closing phrases, you can use these phrases. I hope this letter will rise up to the occasion and give a new definition and new direction to the ways and the means of the concerned authorities. I hope my letter will find a suitable place in your esteemed columns. I hope my points will be taken into consideration. Likewise, after the suggestion or the measures to be taken, what you feel like as a solution for the problem. So after those sentences, you can use these sentences as a closing phrases. This is one more sample letter where you can check it out how you can go with the exact format. The sender's address, date, editor, receiver's address, subject, need for the people's movement for a clean Yamuna. So about the cleaning the river Yamuna, and dear editor. So look at the salutation here, dear editor. So now comes the content of the letter. Look at the content of the letter, because the other format is very easy. When it comes for the content, you need to know about many formal phrases. So look at the introduction here. I am Radha Ji, the member of NGO Avas. I am writing to you in order to highlight the deteriorating condition of River Emuna. So now here this particular in this letter they have mentioned like the formal phrases in order to highlight the issue. So next comes, what is the issue that they're telling in detail. The city of Delhi is getting contaminated water from River Yamuna. The residents are to be blamed for this. They pollute the river with garbage, sewage, and filth. The river water is full of bacteria, plastic, chemicals, and other waste materials. It is unfit for consumption. So they have given what is the problem. First, they have mentioned the introduction and the problem. Now, the cause and effect of the problem. The people have been demanding a water treatment plant. The authorities have not yet responded to the repeated requests. So this is a suggestion or the solution that they wanted. I request you to highlight the problem in your newspaper and arouse public interest. So here, what they have given, finally, the closing phrase, what they wanted from the government side or from the public side. I request you to highlight the problem in your newspaper and arouse public interest. We all need to get together in order to get the plant set up in our area. So they wanted a water treatment plant for the river Emuna. So for that, they wanted the newspaper to bring in the public interest so that everyone can voice over for this problem and the government can do it. So this is how the letter should be. It should be very short and also very crisp to the content. Finally, complimentary close like thank you, yours sincerely, and your name. And if you are a member of some part, you can mention that. Okay, it's a very clear content. This is also sample letter from internet, and read many letters so that you'll get many phrases and you can go with the letter. I hope this video is clear and easy for you. And thank you, students. If you have any queries, write in the comment section and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you all.